Hello and welcome on my channel. This channel focuses on keeping War Thunder free to play whilst enjoying the premium benefits. So what is my method? The method is not the app or any other method that you may have heard about. It's a method that is actually kept quite secret because no one wants to have competition on the market, but well, I don't care. So my history about myself. So you see I started playing in 2013. Didn't pay for any premium vehicles or whatsoever until 2020. That at which I basically grinded out an event vehicle and sold it on the Gaijin Marketplace. I did what is mostly recommended, grind it out and sell it immediately. Made about 75 euros, bought Gaijin coins with it, and was happy. Happy for basically a year and a half when I basically needed again a new premium vehicle because I couldn't progress any further in my tech trees. At which point I thought, okay, what can I do? I don't want to grind an event vehicle over and over and over again, especially since I'm getting older, I have family, I have a full-time job, I don't have time for this. But at the same time, I don't want to pay for a free-to-play game. So what do I do? Well, War Thunder is the only game that has this ability, or this marketplace I've found, on which you can relatively easily make good money, or good Gaijin coins money. So what is a Gaijin coin? A Gaijin coin is a way to purchase vehicles or golden eagles for any of the games that you have listed here. So you see, if you go on buy this item, for instance, you can see that you can buy it for Gaijin coins here. If I click on that, it will say you don't have enough Gaijin coins at the moment, so I will need to replenish my balance. And obviously one way to replenish the balance is to buy it with real money. But this is not the purpose of the video. The purpose of the video is to show you how you can accumulate Gaijin coins without spending real life money. There is one caveat: you need to enable two-factor authentication to access the Gaijin markets, and you need a starting balance. The starting balance you can get by playing War Thunder and getting one of these event vehicles and selling them on the marketplace, or you need to actually indeed invest real money to buy Gaijin coins. Invest is the wrong term, but you need to spend real money to buy Gaijin coins. Once you have a small balance, you can start trading immediately. The smaller the balance, the smaller the items you will be able to trade. As you can see, many items here are way too expensive. So it's better to start small and fail with small amounts rather than try to go big directly. A good example at the moment, as I have noted before doing the video, is the ITP plane. ITP. Yep, ITP. Here it is. So let's assume you have 16 or 17 Gaijin coins available. You could create a buy order just above this one at 1611, for instance, in order to be the next one in the list. And if somebody is in a hurry to sell the ITP because they absolutely definitely want to get these Gaijin coins now, they will sell it to you. Once you have it, you can then put it on for sale at 1990. And then if somebody absolutely wants the ITP immediately now, he will pay that amount and you will be able to receive 1990. Bearing in mind that Gaijin takes a cut of 15% per sale, meaning that if you sell it for 1990, you will not get 1990, but you will get 16.91, which is still bigger than the amount you would have paid for by about 90 cents. So you will have made 90 cents out of this. Now the question is, how frequently can you make 90 cents in order for it to be profitable? And you can see that the history of those trades for this vehicle shows that it trades relatively often, maybe once a day at the high price and once a day at the low price. Meaning that you can estimate that you can make this type of profits almost on a daily basis. I say almost because there will be competition. As you can see here, the price range is very close to the cents, so it's likely that it's a few people that are doing the exact same technique and are trying to scalp the market in order to make a small profit. This is the best strategy for starters, as it allows you to get a bit acquainted to the dynamics of the Gaijin markets. The amounts can be as low as 1 Gaijin coin if you start trading with camouflage. Okay, not this one because this one is close to 0. But you can see camouflages can be very, very, very cheap. and you can really have good profits on them. I don't know, for instance, this Mirage F1C200. If you say it for 630 and bought it for 5 or less, you can still estimate to make a good profit, so 535. So you'll have made 35 cent profit out of 6 invested, which is not great, but there are others that are even better or even smaller amounts. So really, because you have low amount of money is not an excuse not to try to play around with it. For instance, this one with less than one Gaijin coin, so it's 60 cents, you can start playing. Obviously, the earnings will be very low, but you need to start somewhere, and it's a snowballing effect. The last comment I want to make is that this is also this tradegaijin.net is available on the phone, so you can also access it on the phone, and for the day check whether or not you are still the latest, the seller with the best price or the buyer with the best buying price. Because again, with this technique, you sometimes get undercut by others. So you may ask, okay, does this technique really work? And yes, it did, because you can see that as soon as I started doing this, I could unlock many more vehicles, purchase them. And you will notice the date is in the summer, so basically during the summer sales. So I got them all at half price in order to protect my coins. And I also made sure not to spend all my coins, but to leave a small amount of coins by side in order to be able to reinvest them. At the beginning, I tended to keep about 50 Gaijin coins on hand in order to be able to reinvest them and remake what I lost. And I estimated that I could make around, on average, 1 Gaijin coin a day. Sometimes by selling things that simply sell better, and sometimes by selling things on a daily basis that I'm making less money. What you need to be aware of is the risk that you take when doing this activity is simply that the price decreases, and this can happen. Typically, for this one, if it's not a buy and hold situation, because you can see that the price started at 230, 130 at the beginning when it was released, and now it's trading at around 1. So once you buy it, you need to be able to sell it. So it's likely relatively easy to get one, but then you need to be on top in order to sell it, because you can see that the competition is very stiff. Almost every time somebody decreased by a cent, it's decreased again by a cent, meaning that the overall price of this ticket will be decreasing over time. So you really need to be on top and sell it fast. There are other techniques that we will approach on later through other videos, but this is the main one to basically get kick-started. Again, I recommend you then if you manage to find one of the event vehicles in the latest events, to sell it on the market, and then play a bit around with the money and try to make a profit out of some vehicles there. Many of them are still relatively cheap and may increase over time, but again, pay good attention to the trends and make your own judgment. In the future, I will try to look more at individual vehicles or something in line with the calendar of Gaijin's releases in order to see whether we can take even more advantage of this marketplace. Thank you very much for tuning in, and see you next time. Bye.